Hey everyone, Kim here, Backroad Picking. I want to talk to you today about task management for a busy life that's full of ideas and a brain that just goes forever. So do you ever feel like your brain is a train? It's on a train track. Your brain's the train and it's on the track and there's way too many switch stations that you keep hitting. One word, one idea, and suddenly you've jumped the track and you've forgotten what you were doing in the first place and you've moved to a different track completely. Well, this is me. It can be me all the time. I have self-diagnosed ADD, adult ADD. It's not that I can't focus. I can, and I can do it really well. But I get these random sparks of ideas constantly. And without a system, my day can go off the rails really easily, and then I don't complete the things that I need to complete. So today I want to talk to you and walk you through how I use task management, specifically Asana, to help keep myself on track and to stay productive and to still leave room for all those random ideas that I have. So why task management matters? When I don't use a task manager, here's what happens. I'll be working on this YouTube video and suddenly I think about 3 more videos that I want to do. Or I'll be editing photos and suddenly I remember to check the eBay offers. And then something slips through the cracks, like checking my marketing feeds. Suddenly my ads may not be showing up the way they're supposed to be. Those are lost eyeballs and lost sales. It means things don't get done. If I stop in the middle of editing videos and move on to eBay offers, I'm probably going to forget that I was editing videos until 10 o'clock tonight. And then I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I forgot to finish editing the videos. And so my day gets into a tailspin and it's not a good look. So when I use Asana, I stop this from happening. In Asana, I use the My Tasks area. It's what works for me. And I divide everything into main sections. I really have 5 main sections that I use. The first one I have is daily to do. These are the things that I have to do every day. Most of these tasks, all combined, take me less than about an hour. But these are non-negotiable things that have to get done. If I forget one, like marketing feeds, it can cause problems later. So some of the things that I have to do are price checks on eBay for items that are for sale. Why? Because we have people that work for us and they help us. And they don't always get it right. So I want to do random checks. We also have items that have been live for a while. And if something's been live for a long time, maybe the price has fluctuated. Maybe when I listed it, it was selling for $34 and today it's selling for $54 or it's selling for $24. I need to make those adjustments. And especially if I've got it listed too high, it's not going to see the eyeballs that it needs to. I need to be sending eBay offers. Yes, I can automate those. No, I don't want to. Why? Because that's a whole nother video, but because I like to automate my offers to adjust them based on the length of time that they've been in our store. Checking Vendu for the auto offers and making sure that they're sending out. I have to do SEO every day on Etsy. I need to do at least 4 items a day. This takes a few minutes longer, 15, 20 minutes. I import to Sellbrite every day. We use Sellbrite to manage getting our listings from eBay over to Etsy and over to our Shopify store. And I need to pull those listings in and push them back out. And then I need to check all of our marketing feeds. I need to post videos, and it can take a few minutes. But again, this entire list of what I'm doing daily only takes me about an hour, sometimes less. So I need to make sure I get them done because some of them are such small tasks that it's easy for them to fall through the cracks. The next thing that I do is weekly tasks. So my weekly tasks are usually something that take me a little bit longer. They're bigger, they're more time consuming, and I spread them out usually from Sunday evening through Friday. This leaves Saturday open, which I like, and usually most of Sunday is open. If I don't get my Sunday night stuff done, I'll move it to Monday because I haven't overloaded my Mondays so that I can manage to get it all done. Every day, these tasks that I've scheduled for weekly come to about 3 hours. So it's about 3 hours of time, like creating YouTube videos like this one, writing blogs, prepping items for Peddler's Mall, going to Peddler's Mall, running my live shows, prepping for the live shows, These all take my time. Some tasks are quicker, some only take 10 to 20 minutes, others can take 2 to 3 hours, like running a show. But because I've mapped them out, no single day feels very overloaded. And I've spread everything out throughout my week. And by following this map that I've created for myself in Asana, I am not left on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday freaking out because I haven't gotten everything going that I needed to for the week because I wasted Monday and Tuesday going down rabbit holes. Skip the rabbit holes. So, talking about rabbit holes, let's talk about projects. Projects are rabbit holes, aren't they? I use a thing called current projects. This is my kind of creative sandbox. It holds the projects that build my business and that help me play with new ideas. I give myself about 8 to 10 hours a week to work on these, about 2 hours a day. And if it's a rainy Saturday, who knows, you might find me happily getting lost in one of them all day long, and that's okay. I try to limit myself to 2 projects going at one time, no more. It's not a good idea to have my brain going 19 directions, so it's better to limit it to 2. And that's how I handle those. Now, there's a few other items that are a few other areas of my Asana that I use. I have something called random tasks. These are random things that come up that they're not something I have to do all the time. It may be a 1 or 2 time thing and then it's done. I might be testing software and I need to cancel a trial. I might need to run the tests on the software. This is where I write down those things. I might have a document that I need to create for work, go and check something out in the warehouse. So instead of derailing my focus throughout the day, I throw these items into my random list. That way they get handled later and they get handled on my terms and not interrupting what I'm working on. Because suddenly my brain says, go run to the warehouse and check on this item. Write it down, do it later, check it off. Easy peasy. My final area that I have is my idea list. This is where I drop all the wouldn't it be cool if items. I put in new projects, fun experiments, or maybe some weird business idea that I have. And I'm thinking about starting. Most of them never see the light of day, but it gives me a place to put things that my brain comes up with. It's a safe place for my ideas, a parking spot, if you will, so that I'm not chasing every shiny new thing that pops into my head. When I was in corporate America, my boss, I reported to the CEO, and he loved to chase shiny objects. And at that particular time in my life, I was really good at staying focused, but I used task management a lot. He could stay focused really well too when he used task management, but he had the same problem I have, ideas, and he was wanting to chase them all the time. These were in our early days. Later he had people who directed him and said, finish this idea before that. But this is how my brain works too. I want to chase all the shiny objects, and let's not go there. So one of the best things I've learned is to schedule only about 6 hours worth of tasks a day. And here's why. Life happens. It happens every day. We have customer service. We have emails. We have last minute problems. I might have to go to the grocery store. My dad might call me and suddenly need something. My mom might need a ride somewhere. She drives, but sometimes if it's raining or snowing, she won't go out and drive in that. So sometimes my brain screams that I'm not doing enough because I've only scheduled 6 hours, but realistically, my 6 hours of scheduled time turns into an 8 or a 10-hour day. I know that 6 hours is realistic and I'm accomplishing plenty. Sometimes I got to tell my brain to shut up. So how does this help me stay on task? Well, it really just frees up my brain. And instead of trying to remember 50 little things and switching the tracks back all the time, and every time a new idea pops up, I know everything has a place. The dailies keep my business running. The weeklies get me in a rhythm to do the things that need to be done to grow. The projects let me add to the growth and to explore new ideas. And the randoms help keep the chaos contained. Then there's my idea board. And these are my daily dreaming. These are my dreams. But I get to dream without derailing the rest of my life. So I'm curious, how do you handle your brain? How do you handle time management? Do you have a million things going on in your head? Do you have a system that works for you? Or is your train kind of like mine before I got back into task management and it just jumps the tracks whenever it wants to? Leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear your system, what your struggles are, what your strengths are. So that's my task management system. It's Asana. And honestly, it's the reason that I can run multiple businesses, make content, and still do consulting and help others on the side. If you have found this helpful, please hit like and subscribe. We would really appreciate that. And drop me a comment and let me know. Let me know what you're using. And if you like this content, make sure that you're following along, because we'll be dropping more content like this weekly. Thanks for watching, and remember, task management isn't about being rigid. It's about giving yourself freedom, focus, and peace of mind. It's allowing yourself to live the way you need to live while staying on task. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the back road.